Hi, I'm Gentry Kelly, beauty editor of Texas Parenting Magazine. This video is called Cute and Carpool, and it's to show you how to get your makeup on in 8 easy steps that takes 3 to 5 minutes, getting you out of the house quickly. This is step 1 of Cute and Carpool. It is called Tinted Primer, and basically what this product is, it is a combination of SPF 20, primer, and a touch of foundation. So for a woman who doesn't want to look like they have a lot of makeup on, you're going to put sunscreen on anyway, so might as well put your sunscreen on that has a little bit of a tint to it to tone down redness. So you can see as I'm applying this to her skin, it's giving her that really pretty glow that we're all striving for. And I'm giving like a swiping motion to the foundation, and it's giving a veil of color. So step 1 is to swipe to sheer anywhere where your pores are a little bit larger. If you have oilier skin, it's going to be around your nose and the apple of your cheek. You can take the foundation brush and twist to fill in. If you have rosacea, redness, or sun damage, you can go back and grab a little bit more of the product and tap to add. So swiping shears, twisting fills in, and tapping adds. So you're just giving yourself a veil of color. It's not supposed to look flawless. This is your Cute and Carpool, so it's how to get your makeup on really quick. After evening the skin tone all over the face, the very next step is the Quick Conceal for face and eyes. I use a concealer brush to apply this product, and I go, look up at the ceiling for me. Go right up against the lash line and up towards the end of the brow. And you want to make sure you put it on pretty heavy towards the inner corner of your eye. That's where that blue-green blood vessel runs really close to the eye area, and it's what makes us look tired. So by taking the concealer and going right up against the lashes and bringing it up like this, it gives a lifted look to the eye. You want to bring this down to about the cheekbone area, and then the best tool to use is your finger to make it look like skin. So you do a quick tapping motion like this, and by adding a fingerprint to it, it begins to look more natural, not like brushed on concealer. So you want to make sure when you're putting your concealer on that you're not rubbing it on the eyelid. Concealers typically have oil in them, and if you put products with oil up here on the eyelid, everything is going to crease. So make sure that you're only putting it, again, up against the nose area to hide that deep dark pocket in the eye, right up against the lash line, and winging it up almost towards the end of the brow. Whenever you think you have enough concealer, add a little bit more. You want as much coverage as possible, and when it's looking cakey, you probably have the right amount. But to make it look like skin, tap, tap, tap with your finger. Look up at the ceiling for me, right up against the nose, and blend it out. You want to make sure you don't see a line from the edge of the concealer to the tinted primer, so you just kind of blend it into the face with your finger. To set the makeup, to ensure that it stays on your face and doesn't get all over your hands, your children's clothes, or your cell phone, is you take a powder that matches the décolleté area right through here. And you buff in a circular motion. So this brush that I'm using right now is a kabuki brush, which is a Japanese brush without a handle. Any large head powder brush will work for this. You just want to make sure you buff it into the skin so it doesn't just sit on top of the face. Also canvas the lips. This will reduce any redness around the edge of the lips, so when you put your lipstick or lip gloss on, it looks more flawless and stays on better. Avoid putting it in the eye socket area, so no powder on the eyelid or right up against the eyes. Step 4 is the bronzer. So a bronzer should complement your décolleté. It's going to bring the warmth from your neck, chest, and arms into the face. There's 2 places you put the bronzer. The first place, chin up for me, is going to be right down here. So you can see how she's a little bit lighter through here, and it's because the sun casts the shadow. By taking the bronzer and going right up against the jawline and buffing it down to the collarbone, you've created the illusion as if you have a neck lift, and it makes the color consistent from the chest up to the neck. The same product you want to put on and below your cheekbones. A lot of women put bronzer all over their face, but it's going to make your face look too dark compared to the rest of your body. You want to focus it from the center of the ear to the corner of the nose, on and below the cheekbone, and up into the temples, and into the hairline. And this makes the face look attached to the rest of the body. It all flows together. Anywhere else on your face that you want to draw inward, you can also use the bronzer. So if you have a wide bridge to the nose, you could put the bronzer through here, or a little bit on your chin if you'd like. But make sure you get all the way behind the ear, underneath the jawline, down to the collarbone. For Cute and Carpool, you really don't have to use a blush. Again, we're just trying to get out of the house quick, so we're going to skip blush on this. I'm gonna go back to the same brush that I applied the concealer with. Anything that's made for a cream-based product will work. And when you apply the brow lift, you tuck it right here under the outer 2/3 of the brow. This will conceal any hairs that need to be tweezed and create a really open look underneath the eye, making you look as if you had a brow lift. But most importantly, they're just making you look awake. So you can see the difference between one eye and the next. It just kind of arched her brow by adding a little bit of a highlight. And turn towards me just a little bit. So I'm just applying towards the outer 2/3. If you go all the way across, it'll flatten out your brow. We just want to kind of lift the arch on the outer edge. And then you can use your finger to blend around the corner. The next product is an eyeshadow base, and it's going to canvas the eyelid like the tinted primer did for your face. It's going to hide any veins, redness, or dark circle on the eyelids, and you just bring it right up to the edge of that brow lift and make sure that the colors are fused together. You don't want to see lines in between the two. Same thing as your concealer and your primer and the brow lift and the eye base. You want to make sure that it's just a gradient effect from dark to light. And open, and you can see how this brightened her eyes. It took all the redness out of her lid, so you see her pretty green eyes now. Close. You start right here at the lash line and you just kind of bring it up to the crease. Again, your finger is your best tool to make makeup look like skin, so you do a quick little pat. After that, you can just do a touch of mascara. This mascara is a sweat-proof, crease-proof, waterproof mascara. Hold your chin up and look down. You want to start right here at the root and curl the wand as you're pulling upwards. That's going to give a really good separation to your lash so they don't clump together. If you're too quick with it and just add it on the tips, it is going to look clumpy. And look down. So close to the root, lift towards the brow. The inner corner you can pull towards your nose, and that'll give the lashes more of a fanned out look. And the last step, step 8, is the Hibiscus Lip Gloss. It's a lip gloss and lipstick mixed into one. It's an enhancement of a natural lip tone and the perfect color to wear in carpool. You don't want to look like you tried too hard since your makeup is much more flawless and natural. So you need a color that complements your natural tone. So it gives a little bit of shine and a little bit of color. And that's it. That's how you look cute in carpool.